It's Monday. This is my second week of making videos. My name is Colin Thomas. I'm an Averitt truck driver. This week I'm going to show you more of the type of runs that I do and the money that we're making, my home time, how I eat, and how I enjoy myself out here. I got my cooler filled up with ice, that free Averitt ice. That's keeping my food cold, the food that I will enjoy all through the week. I have all my food here. That means I'm comfortable to stop anywhere. This morning, it's about 3:30. We are starting at the Knoxville Service Center. Averitt has service centers all over the South and Texas, and I'll show you those as we go. We have to be in Lexington at 8 a.m. and with 187 actual miles, 170 of those paid, it's gonna take us about 4 hours, plenty of time to get coffee on the way, anticipate hills and weather. And you can see this morning it's cold, it's rainy. May see some ice in some places, maybe not, but in any case want to be ready for that and have plenty of time. So we're going to get there at 8 a.m. and that's going to be the first run of our week. 6 o'clock, 90 miles to go. Got a couple minutes to get coffee. So we are here at the receiver in Lexington, Kentucky, 8:15 in the morning. So we just finished dropping the load here in Lexington, and it's not even 9 o'clock yet. Our next pickup is between 1 and 3, and it's about a half an hour from here. So that means I'm going to take a nap because I started at 3 in the morning. I'm still tired. Didn't get enough sleep last night. And then we're going to take this load to Rome, Georgia by tomorrow morning. Actually, there's a big window you could see there, all the way from 7 until 10 o'clock at night in Rome, Georgia. We're going to get 317 paid miles to Rome, also 21 empty miles. We add those two together, it comes up 338, which is less than the 400 mile minimum. So Averitt will pay that 400 miles because we're picking up the load, we're dropping the load at the end. So we're here at the next place, ready to do our pickup. There's another Averitt driver leaving. So we got backed in. It's a tight spot because of this hill here. Not much room. So this is the current time, and this is going to be how much longer we have left to drive, so we're not going to get real far. I don't often get back to my domicile, my hometown during the week, but I'm here, Knoxville Service Center. So that means that I can do something with my time. Today I'm going to go watch my son do some karate.
Yes, ready and go! Tap, cross, look and crawl! Crawl!
So we're backed into the dock here in Rome, waiting to get unloaded. And next place we're going to go is White, Georgia. So we're here at the shipper. This is Toyo Tires. It's a big customer for Averitt, and it's also the hottest loads that Averitt does. These loads have to be delivered on time. They also like the empty trailers that you drop off here to be really clean, so I'm about to sweep this one out. So 388 miles to Louisville. I'm going to round that up to 400 and divide by 50 because that factors in stops here and there. 50 miles an hour, and so then I come up with about 8 hours. And then I'm going to look at the time, which that right there is not the time. Let me switch that. So it's 11:05. I'm going to go ahead and round that up to noon. So I've got 8 hours of driving. We're going to say we're starting at noon. That gives us a little more flexibility. And then we have to have a 10-hour break to sleep at night. So that's 18 hours. So from noon, let's just count 24. Let's say it's noon tomorrow, and then minus 6, because 24 minus 18 is 6. So then we come up with 12 minus 6, we come up with 6 a.m. tomorrow. That's going to be our estimated arrival time. By the way, that 6 hours you see there, that's how much driving time I've got left today. This is a really nice rest area. This is Nickajack Lake. It's a Tennessee welcome center just north of Chattanooga on I-24 on the way to Nashville. I've never been able to stop here and sleep, but it's always been something I've kept in mind because it's almost like a camping spot. It's that good. I'm gonna have my lunch at this rest stop. We're gonna start with these 3 deviled eggs. And then we'll have some of this sandwich, which is pepper jack cheese, black forest ham, pickles, mustard, and horseradish. I have a Facebook friend who does marathons regularly, so the least I can do is a few jumping jacks and the like by the side of the road. It's Wednesday, it's just before 7 in the morning, so we got here on time to Louisville. I'm waiting in the yard for the yard guy to let me in. He knows I'm here, but he doesn't want me to bottleneck his yard. He's got a couple guys in there dropping their trailers, and he's gonna let me in next. I wanted to let you know that the next place we're going is Raleigh, North Carolina. That's gonna be from Bardstown, Kentucky, which is just 47 miles down the road. That's gonna be a trip totaling 569 miles. That picks up today at 12:40 and drops in Raleigh, North Carolina at 9 a.m. tomorrow. So I'm going to have some time definitely after this to either sleep or get some fuel or see if I can pick up that load a little bit early. Not sure how that's all going to go yet. So I did go ahead and take a nap. I got here to the shipper at exactly 12:42. That's the time I was backed into the dock. Ham salad sandwich on bread. May not look like much, but that's black forest ham, really good cheese, olive tapenade, and mayonnaise. We're here in Raleigh. Weather's really perfect. And there's still snow on the ground because this week they had a huge storm. It was in the news across Virginia and North Carolina, so I could still see, not so much here, but in western North Carolina, there was still quite a lot of snow on the ground. In any case, the next place we're going is going to be Kernersville, North Carolina, which is 97 miles from here. And then from there, it's going to be about 224 miles to Dandridge, Tennessee. And that is going to get added together. It's going to be under 400 miles. So as far as what we're going to get paid for, we'll get paid for a 400-mile minimum load. On that. So you might have heard that guy joking around, but there's a little truth in every joke. And whenever you try to do something to improve yourself, there are going to be people who don't want you to be doing that because it makes them look bad for not trying to improve themselves. I don't mean to say that was the case with him. He was very nice and friendly and smiley guy. Just that that can be the case with certain people. I'm just waking up, about to leave the rest stop. You can see There's more snow here in western North Carolina. It's about 5:30 in the morning, and we're still on our way to Dandridge, Tennessee. We'll be there in about 4 hours. So the truck stop sells this for 2 plastic containers for $5. Mine is organic. I keep it in my cooler all week. 5 days after Monday, it's still in good shape, and it's a perfect breakfast. I'm going to try to show you this place as quick as I can. This is exit 451 in I-40, Tennessee. Sounds loud, but it's a really nice place to spend the night because nobody really stops here, and it's sort of in the middle of nowhere. And when you're sleeping in the tractor, it feels quiet. Despite all the noise that you can hear right now, it feels really perfect. It's also right next to the Appalachian Trail, which is cool. I'm going to show you the road right behind me. So that's the Appalachian Trail. So imagine 20 miles up that road or so, maybe it's 29 miles, I can't remember exactly, I looked it up one time. It'll take you 6 days about to walk to a place called Hot Springs, North Carolina. And then the opposite way down the road, I don't know what's down there. That knock on the door was to tell me that we're done unloading here. Some places are not very pretty. You can see this one's muddy. It's got a lot of smoke in the air. It's also kind of smelly, but you can't smell that. That's trucking though, huh? I don't like getting my shoes dirty. But these are awesome shoes. Look how they slip right on and off. See that? I don't have to take them off. They'll fall in the mud. I don't want that to happen. You can see. Bang, bang. Nice shoes. And now we're fully loaded and just about to hit the road. And it is just after 4 o'clock. 3 hours left to run today. That should be no problem because there's 109 miles to go. Easy peasy. Dressed for home, about to call it quits for the weekend. Let's go over the money before we actually really call it quits. My name's Colin Thomas, driving for Averitt. 2nd week of these videos, trying to help you decide if maybe Averitt is the right place for you. We started out going Knoxville, Tennessee to Lexington, Kentucky for 170 miles. Then we went from Lexington to Winchester. That was an empty move. Then on to Rome, Georgia. That was 21 plus 317 equals 338 miles. But Averitt's going to pay us $400 because that's the minimum load. That's the minimum amount they'll pay us. Rome, Georgia to White, Georgia was an empty move. And then on to Louisville, Kentucky. That was 34 plus 362 equals 396. Just barely under $400. But we're going to get paid the extra 4 miles and we're going to get $400 for that. Louisville, Kentucky to Bardstown, Kentucky. That was an empty move. Then on to Raleigh, North Carolina. So that's 47 plus 522 equals 569. That's what we're going to get paid. Then from Raleigh, North Carolina to Kernersville, and then on to Dandridge, Tennessee. So that's 93 plus 224 equals 317. We're going to get $400 again. Dandridge, Tennessee to Canton was a 88-mile empty move. Then on to Knoxville to get us home. That's 207 total miles, but we have not delivered that yet. So that's what we're going to get paid. We don't get paid the minimum $400 when we're going home. We also don't get paid the minimum $400, you'll notice, when we're starting out the week. That's the price of getting home every weekend. That's the price of home time. My total miles, 2146 times 46 cents equals $987. So this is our 2nd week. This was lower than average. 1st week was higher than average. 1st week was 1,378. If you average those together, it comes out to about 1150. I think my average is probably about 1100, but you're going to find out more and more and more about what it is exactly as we keep going.